The NBA playoffs are 2 weeks away, and this might be the most wide open postseason we have seen in years. You've got the Oklahoma City Thunder trying to go back to back behind SGA, but here come the San Antonio Spurs, 27-3 since February, led by Victor Wimbinyama. That's a collision course in the West. Meanwhile, in the East, the Detroit Pistons are the number one seed. Yeah, the Pistons, and they're doing it even without Cade Cunningham right now. But don't get comfortable because teams like the Charlotte Hornets could come out of the play-in and wreck everything. And oh yeah, Steph Curry's back. So that 10 seed Golden State Warriors team, that's not a normal 10 seed, and that's a problem for a lot of teams in the NBA. This year, it's not about who's the best team. It's about matchups. It's about health, and it's about who gets hot at the right time. The NBA playoffs aren't just coming. They're about to be chaos. Let's take a look at our weekly update on the NBA. The big picture is the playoffs are here. We are 2 weeks away from the postseason. The NBA regular season is wrapping up. Seeding races are still very alive in both conferences. And this isn't just about who's in, it's about who's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the Eastern Conference. The Detroit Pistons are locked in as the number one seed, doing it even without Cade Cunningham, who's on the injured list with a collapsed lung. Don't think you can play through that one. That's not load management. Boston Celtics.
You can if you're tough. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Just rub some dirt in it. Boston Celtics are likely the number two.
Fill it up with air. What's so hard about that?
God.
We're kidding.
What an image. Celtics are likely the number 2 seed. The New York Knicks are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers for the 3rd spot. The Atlanta Hawks quietly surging. They've won 18 of their last 20. Teams in the mix right now, the Charlotte Hornets are sneaky dangerous. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller are healthy, playing confident, chaotic offense. Could absolutely ruin someone's season if given the chance to. It's not a top-heavy league anymore, top-heavy conference anymore. It's very volatile from top to bottom now.
Let's go to the Big Bag Western Conference. It's a battle of heavyweights out there on the western side of the United States. Oklahoma City chasing back-to-back titles, led by MVP favorite in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio Spurs right behind the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're powered by Victor Wimbinyama. Spurs are 27-3 since February. I mean, they have been on an absolute tear. But the real story is the Denver Nuggets, the Los Angeles Lakers, Houston Rockets are all fighting for seeding. Injuries are looming. Luka Doncic has been out. He's going to be out. Austin Reeves is out, going to be out during this stretch. The West is less about matchups and more about who survives physically. And that's before we get to the play-in drama. Golden State Warriors sitting at number 10 in the standings, but Steph Curry is back, and that changes everything. If Curry is healthy, Warriors become very scary to deal with in the playoffs. But if not, it could be a quick exit for the Golden State Warriors in this year's postseason.
Yeah, and that's one thing that you look at when it comes to, you pretty much know what teams are going to be in the playoffs at this point. Between 10 and 11, there's a very wide gap in both the East and West Conference. So you know who's in it. You're just fighting for seeding right now. And that's what makes Golden State so darn dangerous, is that they are that 10 seed and they just got their megastar back. So they're going to be going against the toughest opponents they could possibly go up against, but they are going to have their superstar. It's not just an one and done. They're not there because of the way they played with Steph Curry. They're there because of the way they played without it.
When you look at some of the awards and the storylines, I mean, a lot of these are almost wrapped up. I mean, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander might be the MVP already as a lock. Defensive Player of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Con Nepal is leading the way as a Rookie of the Year candidate. 65-game rule impacting a lot of stars like Nikola Jokic and Kawhi Leonard. But when you look at the top 2 teams in the Western Conference, they got the top 2 players in the National Basketball Association. So no surprise that SGA leading the MVP field and Victor Wembanyama leading the Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, and SGA, with what he's done, it's been very, very quiet, because while guys like LeBron and Steph Curry are still garnering the face of the sport, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has put together a couple of very, very good seasons, a couple of back-to-back NBA MVP seasons with an NBA Finals win on there. and he's not getting a lot of love as a future face of this sport. So he's flying very much under the radar doing all of this in Oklahoma City, and it's great for him, great to see him getting these awards.
And I think this is the most wide open NBA playoff field we've seen in a long time. I
Yeah.
mean, for the last handful of years, it's been like, okay, it's going to be the Warriors and Cavs, or hey, it's wherever
Mhm.
LeBron's at, or hey, this team is just definitely more dominant, Boston Celtics, or whatever. You want to go down the list of some dominant teams that have dominated the NBA. This year, there's no true dominant super team. I mean, injuries are everywhere. Young teams are rising in OKC and San Antonio. Play-in teams actually have a legitimate chance to win early series based on some of the injuries coming back, if you will. So this might be the first postseason in years where matchups matter a lot more than talent. I mean, the wrong matchup and you're out, the right matchup, and you could be making the finals in the NBA. Should be an exciting time to watch the NBA playoffs. That's getting closer and closer as we finish up the NBA season.